Hey guys, so I wanted to do a very quick little video here checking out what the Nexus 5X is capable of when it comes to the camera performance. And for those who are not aware, the pixels on this camera are huge apparently, so one of the biggest on a smartphone at 1.55. So that is quite interesting for the low light performance. It's got an f2.0 aperture as well, 12.3 megapixel actual sensor, I think made by Sony, and also it doesn't have optical image stabilization, but there is the laser autofocus in there. You can see the camera sensor does kind of bulge out a little bit, but Google is saying it's because the sensor is so large and able to capture quite a lot of light. So I have been out and about and basically done a preliminary test of the camera here to see basically how it is, and you can see it is nearing Halloween here, so very apt picture here. I have done like a mixture of pictures in good light as well as kind of like low light as well, and also use the HDR, the 4K video recording. And I have to say, I think there's definitely an improvement here over the Nexus 5, which I personally thought was quite a decent camera for the price back in the day. A lot of people did slate it though, but I can certainly see a lot of improvement when it comes to the bokeh here on the Nexus 5X. You can see the macros here, very nice and realistic when it comes to the flowers, and this is like a low light kind of flower picture. So, you know, overall I'm very impressed with it. It also shoots very quick as well, there's no kind of delay really. HDR does take quite a while to process compared to, for example, the iPhone 6s, but you know, I think they might improve that with the like software updates going forward. But you can see here from these shots I've taken in low light that a lot of them very clear, very little grain or noise, and that's what you want at the end of the day when you are like in low light situations. So I am quite pleased here. I think some reviews are saying that the Nexus 6P offers slightly better camera performance though, so that might be the one to get if you are looking for the best like Nexus camera performance. But it's quite strange because they are both coming with, I think, the same sensor. So but nevertheless, the 4K video recording also very good. I did do like a test of that in both the good conditions and the low light conditions as well. Was the stabilization as good as some of the flagship phones? Probably not the Z5 level, but you know, very suitable nevertheless, you know, for day-to-day use. And I'm very surprised that the Nexus 5 does have the ability of shooting 4K. Usually they do forego it, but you can have a look here at how it looks on the screen. So this is the 4K video recording on the Nexus 5X. So we check out how it looks. Very nice conditions today, so it should be quite nice to see. You can have a look at that zooming. So it seems to be quite good. And I'm holding it quite steady, and it seems to be quite stable here in terms of the video. Probably not the same as the Z5 stability. What about the focusing? So very nice and quick. That's what we like to see. I think it does have the laser system. You can see it flashing. So one thing I was quite impressed with the 4K and the good light was the focusing speed, and I'm guessing that's probably due to the laser assisted autofocus. You can see it's very fast and responsive when using the autofocus. Some kind of devices with simplistic camera apps like the Nexus Motorola phones do struggle there. But I do think the camera app could do with a little bit of improvement, if you ask me, in terms of, you know, just giving you a little bit more in the options kind of thing. I did notice that the zoom was a bit janky as well, kind of like the Z5 zoom options, but I do like the shortcut that you can double click the power button to go into the camera. That is pretty cool, similar to obviously the S6 where you double click the home button. But overall, you know, I'd probably give it a solid 8.5 in terms of the overall quality. I think that it's very solid. It's not obviously probably not going to be up there with the flagship level like your G4 Note 5 etc. But for those who are like buying something like this, they're not going to be, you know, expecting that, I don't think. I'm looking forward to checking out the Nexus 6P, see if I can see any improvement there. But yeah, you know, overall very decent here stuff. I don't think many people will be very let down. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video here, and I will be doing some comparisons of the phone, so do stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.